Hey everybody, this is James with Down to Stick. I'm going to demonstrate to you how to put your vinyl wrap on your mag for your AR. This is the pattern I'm going to use. Don't tread on me. It's got the snake. America, sorry about the glare in the light there. But if you buy one of these and you don't really know how to put them on, this video is for that. You'll get a link to this in the packaging. Alright, so first thing you want to do, always make sure your mag's clean, make sure there's no ammunition in it, and you're good to go. That's pretty much all you need. Now, this mag's brand new out of the packaging, but I still cleaned it off with some alcohol. There's no dirt, mildew, anything like that on it. Now, one thing you'll notice on these wraps, you got your little notch here. Notch always goes to the rear of your mag. Now, the way this is cut, it has a little angle on each one. You'll notice that angle fits perfectly with the angle on the mag. Alright, so let's get started. So, also you're going to need a heat gun, some type of utility knife, and then a sponge. And I just used just a piece of sponge I cut out. This came from O'Reilly's Auto Parts for washing your car. I just cut a piece off. You'll see why I use that. Now, you don't have to use that, but I recommend it. Alright, so let's get started on this. Okay. First thing I do, I'll just kind of warm up the mag itself. You don't have to do this, but it's probably better than putting it on if it's really cold, like if you have this out in your garage somewhere. You just don't want it to be really cold. Okay. Now I used my heat gun to warm that up. Instead of a heat gun, I prefer this torch here. This is a Burns-O-Matic Matte Pro torch. You got your no, I can't remember what that's called, but anyway. All right, let's get going. Okay. Now the best way to put these on, remember I was talking about that notch? So line up the bottom here, make the bottom flush with your mag, and then your little groove here comes right to that point on your mag, that little groove in the vinyl. So once you got that on, you can go ahead and give it a press with your hand, and your actual body heat will kind of help to conform that a little bit. Okay, so there we go. Now one thing I do, but it's also not necessary, I'll take my knife and I'll just cut a couple slits in the mag over here on the side, in the vinyl, sorry. I just cut a couple little slits, and that just kind of helps to bend it around. Alright, now if you want, you can start working at it before you apply heat. Most of the time these go on really easy. In fact, a lot of times you probably don't even need the heat. But see how nice that went on already? Then on this side, do the same thing. Just kind of roll it over with your finger. Now, you don't want to ever take your fingernail and try to push it into these grooves, because you can cut it with your fingernail. You do that with the heat of the sponge. Okay, so we got that done. So let's give it a little bit of heat. Take your sponge. Now use the sponge and just give it that pressure. And it's really important that you do it that way and not with your fingernail. The reason I keep stressing that is because I've learned the hard way that that's not the way to do it. And the sponge is really great because it'll actually get in there and really conform it to those places that your hand just can't do it. Okay. Just give it a good press. Give it a good press. Look how nice that's already looking. It's conforming to every little contour on the mag. Great. This portion here, it does stick up a little bit out of there, but that's fine. Don't worry about that right now. So let's do the other side real quick. All right. So I'm going to take my other one off. Same thing, just make it flush with the bottom. Make sure that little groove's lined up on the back there. Give it a little bit of pressure with my hand. Okay. Again, I'm gonna come over here. Now, remember I put those little slits in it, so if you do it on this side, you don't want those slits to be in the same spot. So I'm gonna come down just a tiny bit. Same thing over here, but this one I'm gonna go above it a little bit. Okay. Wrap that around like so. Okay, looks great. Now, let's come over here to this side. This side, I'm actually not going to do the slits. I just kind of did that for demonstration for you on the other side. And I personally feel like it's just fine without them. Alright, now we're ready for some more heat. Give it a little sponge. I love how that sponge just helps it to conform. Now this vinyl, it's gonna feel a little bit loose. Not loose, just kind of rubbery on your mag. But you let this thing sit for a little while, and it's gonna conform to it just perfectly. See, I'll just kind of force that in there. Okay, now after this cools off, you're gonna want to give it a little bit more heat, press a little bit more on these little edges here. You're good to go. But simple as that, man. You got a badass mag. You're ready to go. You notice that even the little ridges on the grip there come out through the vinyl. This is long lasting, it's waterproof, UV proof, and it's going to really set you apart from other shooters at the range. Alright, thanks for watching. I hope this helped you, and if you have any questions, send me a message in the comments, and we'll see you again.